What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy late New Year's. Happy late Merry Christmas. All the holidays. Welcome back to Guyverse. Sorry we took a big hiatus. We had just life came at us and we had a lot of stuff going on here individually. But we are back. We are here. Of course, we have with us David and Oscar. Say what's up, boys.
Yo,
What up?
what's up?
So a lot of stuff has come out, man, since we've kind of like took that little time. But the most recent one that we all actually was funny is that we didn't talk about it. We didn't say, "Hey, let's watch this and review this," but we all individually watched this, and we were just like, "Hey, did you guys watch Peacemaker?" And everybody was like, "Yes, we have." So today's episode is about Peacemaker and how we all liked it and how awesome it was. Amazing. Oscar says yes. David says,
What's Peacemaker again?
"Oh, jeez."
No.
Here we go again. Let's hear it, man. Oscar, I want to start with you, man, because you were in the chat. You were like praising James Gunn, and so I'm sure you got a lot to say about Peacemaker. Let's hear it.
Bro, I thought I was going to be annoyed with Peacemaker, to be honest with you, because he was such a dick in the movie. But they redeemed him so well. And then when you find out his past, like, that makes a lot of and I respect it. So you go ahead. You kill whoever you need to kill.
With technical difficulties. Classic
Yeah,
Oscar.
just a little bit. You got cut off like halfway through.
My bad.
But we heard kill who you need to kill.
Who you need to kill. That's pretty much the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
David, what do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely.
I thought it was awesome. That was pretty good. I think months ago what we were talking about the superhero fatigue and how they've been trying to kind of like have redemption for the villains. I think that's kind of what the series was. Because in the movie he was just like a goofball. He wasn't like he was like a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's just whatever, just killing people. Haha.
He's the comedy relief character.
Yeah, exactly. But it gets like more deep when you're watching Peacemaker. You get like you find out about his dad, who his dad is, and then you see him cry and whatnot. The only thing that threw me off was the intro.
I love that intro, dude.
I mean, it was good. I liked the intro, but I was just like, "What the heck?"
That's
like
the best part, man.
Like it's just random and crazy.
Do you want to taste it?
Yo, bro, like every time my wife's like, skip it, I'm like, don't you dare touch that remote.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
I did find myself watching the intro every single time.
Me too.
But I was just like, this is just out there. Like,
well, because it's so goofy. It's just so out there. Their dance moves are so stick figured that they're so stiff. But it's hilarious. It's awesome. And then like my son, every time he heard it now, he like would run from wherever he was. He would run into a room and just stare at the TV and just wait for the intro to like be done. And then he would go back to play with his. It was just like it's catchy and the dance moves and stuff like that. So it adds that like fun to it to the show. I really like it, even though like some of the nature of the show was a lot dark and humor and stuff like that. Just that intro just made it just like you were having fun watching it.
Yeah.
Dude, the soundtrack is amazing too. Like all these classic hair metal bands just playing it. I was like, all right, I respect it.
Real quick, did either of you dance to the intro?
No, but I told my wife I need to learn to dance.
I need to learn to dance.
She thinks I'm playing too. I was like, I'm gonna fucking learn it.
Should do it. You should do it and then come back on here and show us how to do it. It'll be a tutorial.
Right? That'd be awesome.
I think I'm sure enough to even do the little what's the little Asian dude who dresses in green?
Judo master?
Yeah, Judo master.
I could probably put on the costume and like do the little.
Oh, who's gonna pick you up? Your wife.
You act like you don't live near me.
Okay, I'll pick you up. I got you. I'll do it. If you dress up as Judo Master, I got you.
Dude, I gotta say, man, one of my favorite characters, not being an actual character, like actual talking character, was Eagly. Eagly was my favorite.
Eagly was the shit.
Eagly was fucking badass.
Yep.
Yo, when they're running from the cops, he took down like what
He
3 or
took
4
down like
of them.
four,
I was
and
like,
Vigilante's like, he's like, damn, Eagly's fucking badass. Or what do you say? Like, Eagly's savage.
he's hardcore or something like
He's
that.
hardcore.
Yeah, he's hardcore.
He like my wife's like, did he just rip a eyeball out? I'm like, does it matter? Like, that's his person. He's gonna fuck somebody up.
They should have had Eagly in the movie. That would have been good.
Right?
Right.
I mean, but in the movie, they took him out of prison, so like it would have made
Yeah,
no sense
true.
whatsoever. But
True.
yeah, man, I agree. That I think that's like my favorite part of it is like his relationship with Eagly is fucking amazing, and like
When he gets the hug,
yeah, he gets like he's so awesome. He's like trying to take a selfie.
he's like, Dad, take our picture.
Yeah, so I was telling Oscar, the first like 3 episodes, I felt like I don't know, David, I want to hear your opinion on this. Like, to me, it felt like they were trying a little too hard to land these jokes. Like when I was telling Oscar, like the first episode when he's like talking to the janitor, their exchange goes on for way too long, and I was just like, I liked it, but at a certain point, I was like, all right, guys, like, come on, like. Let's get to like the actual, show, because it was just dragging on. So I felt like the first like 3 episodes was them just trying to like establish and like I don't know, just Jane Gunn just trying to land jokes or something.
I think it's maybe them like the chemistry built between them. You know what I mean? Like that's when like started, and obviously once they got further into the series, they had that time to build more chemistry and make it a little bit funnier.
Yeah, I think Oscar was telling me, the not the chemistry, it was the improv, right?
Yeah.
That was what really like you really liked about the show.
Yeah, like at first I was confused because it was like, man, these are really like good lines. But then like at the end of every episode, like you see them like I guess it's the unused improv. And I'm like, that explains a lot. Like these guys just off the top of their head are just like fucking with each other, and like that's what makes it so good.
Which, by the way, that right there, we have to give credit to John Cena. We're not saying by any means that he's a fucking Oscar-winning actor. We're not saying that at all. What we're saying is, if you were to compare wrestler to wrestler, me and Oscar think that he's a better actor than The Rock. What do you think, David?
I don't know about better. I would say they're very close to the same.
Yeah.
I'd say they're very close to the same.
My dude, you're like
Rock obviously gets more,
He has a few more years under his belt in regards to acting.
He does, which is why he got more of the popular roles. But no, I'd say they're pretty close. They're fairly close.
The Rock's only done one good movie, in my opinion. That was Walking Tall.
That's it. You didn't like Jumanji or The Rundown?
No.
Or The Scorpion King?
Hell no.
Christ.
Hell no.
For the time, not now. For
Although
the time.
he did have a more serious role. Now that Gridiron Gang was that?
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was he did a good job in
I've never seen that.
when he finally did a role that didn't require comedic timing and over the topness. He did a pretty good job on that one. But I don't know. When it comes to
I bet you guys didn't even like Jungle Cruise, did you?
I didn't watch Jungle Cruise, to be honest.
Bad.
It was.
I have to retract my statement a bit. I forgot about what's the movie with Kevin Hart where The Rock is like a secret agent.
Central Intelligence. Was it Central
Is that
Intelligence?
it?
I think something like that.
I think that's it.
Like he did a good job because he played a very like awkward secret agent that like you could tell was bullied. So I'll give him that. He did a good job in that one.
I say close. I say they're close. I like John Cena's performances in the movies he's done. I thought they're pretty funny. He does a pretty good job, so I think they're close.
Well,
I feel you.
I think what I was gonna say is like as far as I think Suicide Squad came out and then Peacemaker was announced, right?
I thought it was already like in the works by the time it like came out.
Okay, because what I was gonna say is like the Peacemaker did not change as far as his character, which I really like, because sometimes the movie or something like that does really, really well, and then they finally decide and be like, oh man, it was really popular. Let's make a prequel of this particular. Let's give this character backstory, and then they have to go film it, and then the actor kind of tweaks it a little bit, his performance.
Right.
But I was like, from this performance to from like Suicide Squad were the same.
Yeah.
So I gotta give John Cena some credit on that. Like, he didn't make any adjustments, no tweaks to the character.
Give him credit for doing the same job.
Hey man, it's hard sometimes, especially because they have different directors.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Yeah. No, it was good. I would definitely watch it again. I would rewatch Peacemaker.
I would rewatch it. Hell yeah, absolutely.
And if they come out with season 2, I'll definitely be watching it.
Well, they got greenlit for season 2, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Hardcore. Is she with James Gunn?
Jennifer Holland, the main actress.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if she was the main actress. I thought
the love interest.
Yeah,
the love
interest.
Yeah. I believe she is. I believe she is.
That's why she was only interested and nothing happened, huh?
Dude.
Yeah, what? I'm just saying.
So overall, guys, like, the show was phenomenal, man. The jokes were amazing, but I think I loved Vigilante. His character and some of the jokes that he would say and some of the lines that he would say it, like, the level of stupidity that the questions were asked, but in seriousness that they were asked in, were fucking, like, top notch. I couldn't stop laughing at his particular lines. The exact same one that you were talking about, Oscar, when Eagly was attacking those guys, the police cops, and then the police cop comes and shoots the guys, and I believe Peacemaker was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Are you gonna stand there and ask stupid questions and die, or do you want to just run away?" And, like, they just, like, stared at each other, and Vigilante's like, "Which one do you want to do?" Like, he was seriously. Peacemaker was like, "Let's fucking go!" Like, it was those type of lines.
You know what's funny?
I love.
You know what's funny, Eddie? Every time I watch Peacemaker, I thought of you.
With those,
not saying like you're like you dumb stuff or anything like that. I don't know, like the humor.
His humor is like mine. Yes.
Yeah. Like, I definitely see you saying
That's why I freaking loved his character so much. I was like, this is fucking great. When they was like holding the guns to, like, the veterinarian and his, like, assistants and stuff like that, he's like, well, we want to kill him now. Like, and they're just having a general conversation right in front of him as he's holding the gun to him. He's like, wait, dude, so am I killing him or am I not killing him?
Dude, I love that you brought that scene up because I totally forgot. I love how the vet techs were just like, after everything was said and done, they're ready to go into battle with them. I was like, this shit is awesome. Like, like, these guys are so charismatic. They're like, yo, we're going to war.
They're like, let's do it. They're like, no, come on. It's us.
Be in the way.
Yeah.
So I think my favorite scene from Vigilante is when he goes to jail, or when he goes into prison. Because I seriously thought he was about to get his ass whooped. Because he's like this goofball, and then he goes in there and does work.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, damn. I was like, all right. I was like, respect.
He was smart too because he goaded him into doing it too. And I was like, I would have never even thought of that.
Yeah, he like did a really good job. I was like, dang, okay. I was like, he became like a really good character to me after that. Good character.
Yeah. I love them in general, man.
Yeah. He was good. Like, whoever wrote his lines was fucking amazing.
It's not just the lines though. It was like the delivery in those lines, the way that he was like so confident in the way that he said them. Like, what I'm saying, I'm believing, but it's the stupidest thing that he's saying, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude. You know a character that I really like was surprised at the very end that I really liked a lot was wasn't it Economo, or the fat tech
Economo?
Guy? Yeah,
Economo.
The guy that was dyeing his beard.
Yeah,
and then like you see episode by episode, like his beard getting lighter and lighter, and then at the end when he explains why he was dyeing his beard, I was like, damn, this is a damn good character.
Yeah. Good
Start to
little
feel for me like, dang.
good little character development for him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, the overall, man, I really enjoyed this show. I really did. It was fun. It literally every single week I was just like, oh shit, like I can't wait for next week. Like
Yeah.
what
I
David?
got one thing.
Which one? What do you hate about now?
No hating. When he shoots his dad, I thought that was like
Ooh.
an intense scene. Like usually there's like that pause. He's like, bah! And you see him fall down. You're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, you see
he's
the
not
blood
gonna be in
pulling
season
out.
2. Yeah, he's not gonna be in season 2. And then he just carries on. Obviously, it affects him later on, but he just like carries on like nothing.
Yeah,
I'm just like, damn, that was intense.
I'm telling you, man,
They did a good
it was
job.
really well written, and I mean, credit to James Gunn. I know Oscar, you said this, and you're like, let's give James Gunn more more DC shit. I personally would like. I love his style, and I love the approach that he does for his projects. I don't want him to do all DC shit because the way that the Batman looks right now, with Matt Reeves directing it, behind the realm on it, can easily become another trilogy. I mean, he did Planet of the Apes trilogy, and he can make a new trilogy with the Batman. I mean, like with Robert
That's
Pattinson.
because you like emo stuff, Eddie. You used to
I
be
like
like
dark.
kind of
I like
emo
dark
back
shit,
in the
man.
day.
Dark storylines. I'm
Like
good.
I think you put down the eyeliner like a few years ago, so that's why
I
you're
still
like
do.
into it. Yeah,
I just did.
See, like I want James Gunn not to direct and write everything. I want him to be more like in charge of like the green lighting shit. You know how like Kevin Feige's in charge of a lot of it.
I can see that.
Like, because you can tell James Gunn's like a real comic fan.
Yeah.
Like he puts in little things in there. Like, wow, that was really good. Where you know a lot of the other people in charge are like, fuck it, just slap Batman on there and like call it a day.
The only fear I would have for that is that it would start to feel the same. It would start to feel formula of like a certain formula like Marvel has. Marvel has a certain formula that you feel in every single movie. They might be completely different, might have a little difference, but then maybe it's the comedy or the certain scene, certain that makes it feel like the MCU or the certain action. Right. I feel like that would happen if that would become the case.
You think it'll be like watching the last Matrix?
Oh, dude, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't finish it.
I'm not gonna lie. Halfway through, I feel you. I was like, "This is so long."
I couldn't finish it. I honestly stopped at like 40, 50 minutes. I was just like, I'm done. Like, I'm just done watching this.
That's for another day. But do you think it'll be like that if he directed everything?
No, James Gunn he's got more flair, man. He's got really good ideas. I like his style. Like I said, I like his style. I just I don't think he should do and kind of manage all DC projects. I like what DC's doing. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. Well, we can get into this and we can go on and on. Seriously. All right, guys. Peacemaker. Would you watch it again? Would you highly recommend it?
Yes. I'd watch it just for that tidy whitey scene.
And the intro. And the intro. Yep. Guys, if you haven't seen it, I mean, go watch it. It's hilarious. It's a good time. Don't watch it with your kids. No, don't do that. But it is funny. It's good. It's a little dark humor. Absolutely. We highly recommend. But we are back, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see when we can film, most likely sometime next week.